You're on your way somewhere in a car, train, boat, or plane. You're thinking about stuff. Dumb stuff, wacky stuff, you know. Flying into a beautiful sunset can be the best part of a boring business trip. The other electrical engineer with me thought so too. He told me the pastel sky reminded him of his first airline trip when he was 8 years old. As the jet took him up inside the clouds, the setting sun made them look pink. From then on, he thought all clouds were pink inside. Funny, right? But here's the weird part. He didn't realize he still thought that until he was 18 and happened to be on a plane at sunset again. He saw pink in the clouds again, remembered the trip when he was a kid, and put together what was really happening. He resolved what I call a funny misconception. Now, this is an electrical engineer who is as practical and logical as they come. So, if he can have a funny misconception, I think we all can. I know I have them. We lapse into small mistaken assumptions and they stick. And there they sit, buried in our brains without us even knowing it, until some situation or someone jogs us out of it. When I was a kid, I fell for the famous chocolate milk comes from brown cows misconception. I don't remember exactly when I figured out that cows don't make chocolate milk no matter what color they are, but thankfully I was still a kid when I did. Another funny misconception I had was that limes were just unripe lemons. That one hung on until I was away at college and food shopping for myself. My most embarrassing one was about the movie Metropolis, directed by Fritz Lang. A bunch of us engineers were going to a showing of it. I pronounce it Metropolis. Like typical engineers, they immediately pounced on that. Metropolis! It's Metropolis! I used to cringe thinking about it, but now it makes me smile and feel a little nostalgic. Let's move on to other people's funny misconceptions. The moon and the sun are the same thing, but it just changes the way it looks. Cottage cheese is just regular cheese, but made in small houses in the country. Trees make wind. They move and push the air around. We don't question these misconceptions because we hardly ever need to rely on them. When one of our misconceptions bubbles up, somebody may correct us. Awkward. But usually we laugh it off. And we may as well because I think it's pretty natural. Laughing at ourselves when we correct our misconception fits with a theory I read about in a book called Inside Jokes. The theory is that humans evolved the emotion of mirth to give themselves a pleasant little shot of dopamine when they correct information in their minds. If we didn't get that shot, we wouldn't be motivated to use the energy it takes to correct a misconception. There's more to it than that. Check it out in the book. It's extremely dense reading, but there's humor in there too. Humor. It's one of those things they use to make robots seem human. So when they train a neural network for artificial intelligence, maybe funny misconceptions can happen too. At least, I hope they're funny and not, scary. So, to recap, finding out you were wrong about something doesn't have to be awful. Wind blows tree branches around. Lemons and limes are different fruits. The moon and the sun, not the same thing. And clouds are not pink inside. Oh, one other thing. When you remember a funny misconception, yours or somebody else's, share it with the group. In the comments, tell us stuff like what it was, how it got discovered, and how it got figured out. Thanks for watching. Movies by Martino.
Small movies.
Big fun.